Now today we're going to head up to Black and Gray Honda, check out all the new features of his collection of over 100 Hondas, his shop, among other things, the collection of motorcycles. There's been many changes over the years to the way they're presented now. It's a private collection. It's not open to the public. We've been invited. We're going to go there and check it all out. And as a special treat, and I mean a special treat, we're going to get to hear, he has two oval piston NR Hondas. These are super, super rare and collectible. He's going to start one up. We'll get to hear one run. And Andre, this is, my hat is off to you. This is a very, very unique place on Earth. So we're in the parking lot of Black and Gray Honda with Michelle and Jose. And, well, Andre has come out and he's going to give us a tour of all the upgrades. All new. Wow. Oh man, nice.
German crop inside there hiding.
I'm so pissed at these tails off.
Everybody did it back then.
Right. So I'm waiting for the license plate, Joe.
But it's all original, other than.
Yeah. He had the he had everything. You know, he had a black windshield on it. Took that off. But he had the original windshield. So that was nice, you know.
Wow.
And
it was the stock pipes.
yeah.
They're not as big as I remembered.
Right.
I remember them being.
Blackbird motor.
No, I don't remember it. Mine was great. You know, I had it for years, so I didn't.
So then in here.
This is exactly what it looked like.
Now part of his collection he has, and we're going to show it later in the video, is he has a beautiful, beautiful mint Honda Blackbird. That is a truly, truly collectible bike.
A couple times, you know, sell it.
It's a Puerto Rican bike now.
Yeah,
On video now.
right. So I just got that. I drove to North Carolina last weekend. Got
Oh, really?
800 miles on it.
That's the first gen.
Oh my God. So it was at a dealer? It was new?
No, got it for a little bit, put 800 miles on
This
it.
is the one you want.
And that was it.
The same with mine. Mine was very low mileage on 1500.
Yeah.
Old bike, right?
Registered and titled.
Yeah.
That's the one you had.
Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
That was the first legal U.S. model.
Same ride.
Same everything.
The government, yeah.
Even in the workshop area, everything is immaculately clean, and he keeps his street-driven NR in the workshop where he can just open a garage door and take a ride, and he rides it. By the end of this video, we convinced him to start it for us. I wanted to hear it. It has 8 connecting rods, 32 valves, oval pistons, very, very limited quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they're not as, you know, I bought it with the idea that, you know, some days I don't feel like being bent up on those bikes. And this thing's like a truck, it's comfortable, but it's just so heavy. So I thought, oh, you know, I was eyeballing these. And I got it, and, you know, it's not that light.
No, it's 560, I think.
Yeah.
16
I mean, to redo it, because this was, they did a series of 3 of these. This is the Hawk 1. Then there's a Hawk 2 upstairs, which was the automatic 400.
Yeah.
And then they made a 750, so.
It's showtime. Showtime.
Love the seat.
Well, that didn't change.
But no, that's still sitting there.
73.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go this way. So I think when you were here last, all the bikes were on this side.
Yes.
Over there. And then I basically made an apartment for myself.
This is all new from the other time I was here.
Oh,
Or we were here.
that's not a bad thing having your living room.
Right,
Good thing you're not married.
right,
Or if you were, to me, I'd be okay with it.
yeah. So these are all 0-mile bikes.
Wow.
Michelle, check the wheels out. Is that cool?
The whole thing's cool. Carbon fiber.
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing is cool. Now, the thing you notice as you enter the showroom and you walk around, everything is immaculate. Everything has a coat of wax on it. Everything is pristine. There's nothing rusty. There's no rusty bolts or flat black wheels with chips out of them. Everything is immaculate. And you look at some of these bikes, and they not only showroom, they look better than showroom. They look like somebody's buffed out all the paint and waxed the parts and cleaned them. Now these oval piston bikes, the NRs, are extremely rare. And again, we talked Andre into starting the one he drives on the street. At the end of the video, we'll put that because we're still in the showroom. And I was trying to take a combination of some pictures and some video to make this visit available, because this collection is not open to the public. So this probably is a good way to see it.
I can do my own recall on this.
Yeah, you did what? What did you
There was a
recall?
recall
Alright,
on
we're
it.
gonna
You
be
know,
working on
and I
a
got
shot.
it from my friend.
I'll get out of here, Michelle. I know you want to be in every picture.
No, I don't want to be
And they
in
got
your
to put
things.
panties in a bunch because
I
I
just want
was
to
like,
take a
hey.
Now, there's a pretty organized in such a way that it makes sense. Some of the sport bikes are all in rows, and some of the smaller bikes are in rows. But this bike in particular, I think, is one of the ones he really treasures. And I know, unless I'm wrong, this is the one he has a spare engine still in a crate for. And when you buy this bike, you get a spare engine. That's pretty cool. I didn't get a spare engine for mine.
Downstairs. I was going to do it yesterday, but I
Oh,
didn't get to it.
Oh, well, yeah, why not? If you want.
So, Michelle, come this way.
Alright.
And then you come in here.
Yeah, that's the brand new 1000.
So this is just a little walk around tour of the bikes that are in the smaller of the two showrooms, the one you enter when you first walk in. And this one has the beautiful, beautiful MotoGP bike, and a couple of the other bikes that I know Andre treasures every one of them. And he really has a passion for Hondas, as does Michelle. And this, of course, he has two of the NRs, and everything in this whole place is just immaculate, cleaned, waxed, and ready to go. This is really a special collection.
That is a beauty.
That brings back a lot of memories, boy.
Yeah.
That's what's good on
When I had my H1, we'd look for these guys.
This thing has a dry sump, right?
I don't know. Andre would know.
And a dry sump on this?
What's that?
On this 750? Oh yeah, look at the tank. The tank is on this side, windy.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's a dry sump.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, this is the same cast.
This is the one that they got with 1 mile.
Now, when I did the first black and gray video a few years ago and posted it, it was, of course, well received. But this same bike with 1 mile on the Odo, this bike did not have the correct mirrors, and it bothered Andre. I see he has the box with the correct mirrors under the bike now. So the bike is now 100% complete. So we're just going to do what I call the perp walk. And this is the bike Ray has. Ray has one of these. A 200.
So that's a 1,000?
Another 200.
CB 11. Well, there are the ones that are
Now, if you look at the Black and Gray website, you will see a list of each one of the bikes that Andre has in his collection. I did not look, but Michelle told me there were over 100, and she knew that the one she had, the 954, was missing from his collection, but he's probably got every other one here. I don't know. I have seen other bike collections in England and different places that I've been in the world, but I've not seen a nicer collection, and it seems logical the way it's all laid out, and it just shows you when you have a passion for something, and obviously Andre has a passion for, guess what? Hondas.
This is a beast.
So
That's a
smooth.
Blackbird?
Yeah. In fact, 180 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful paint.
It's long-legged. It only has 135 horsepower, I think.
Yeah, it's probably geared real high though.
It's, you know, I mean, it's a driver, so it's not perfect, but it's really, right?
This CBX was just one super pristine example with the original Comstar wheels. All of the original parts everywhere. Paint immaculate, clean as a whistle, no rust. Has the safety bars, which were common on this bike, I guess, because of the motor sticking out so far. But again, one of the bikes everybody that loves Hondas would like to have in their collection. I'd like to have it in my collection. In fact, Rip has been thinking about giving me one of his, so I have a restoration project for next winter. All the turbo bikes here in a row.
I had 50,000 miles on my,
You had one of them?
yeah, 2 of them.
That's right, you sent me some pictures one time,
Yeah.
when you were a young man. Old pictures. Very old pictures. Gear-driven cams. And my favorite, the Hawk. Oh man, that is in nice shape.
I don't see it. It was not a problem. It was never a problem. This place. Right. I don't know why everybody made a problem over this thing for years. You know.
This one I could ride all day long. I used to ride that.
Now we spent a couple hours here and looking at everything we possibly could from every angle, and believe me, it did not get boring at all.
Outside, I'm sure you've ridden one before. Right? I think it's the same thing. You sit in it. It's not the clip-ons aren't so low. You know, they feel good.
So we changed the R1 from clip-ons to handlebars.
Really?
I wanted to do a panorama shot here just to get an idea of how nice this is laid out. It's really, I think it's much nicer than the way they were laid out the last time I was here.
Look at these over here. This is me. These are Honda HRC stuff. When in the 80s that he ran a Honda team, you know, domestically. And
Who is this guy?
he's the editor of Road Racing World. So he had access to all this HRC stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, come on over and get whatever you need." So, oops,
Oh my God, you got some on the floor there too. I didn't even see all of them.
God,
yeah,
this is light.
yeah,
Nice, huh?
are they cool?
Magnesium or aluminum?
What's that?
Magnesium or aluminum?
I think they're magnesium.
That is just one bike after another. They are so beautiful. Everything's in mint condition. Mint.
Look at this, Don's,
He does have a two-stroke.
look at Don's twin.
He does have a two-stroke Honda.
69.
Yeah, that's a good deal of one. And it was being auctioned out at Walker in Jersey. The auction I thought I could go, so I said, Jerry, can you throw another in there? So once they showed one did.
Now, Michelle had this exact bike in the same color, and she had the pictures of it on her phone, only hers had black wheels. So we were debating back and forth if Michelle painted the wheels on her bike, or this one they painted, or maybe both, I don't know, or none, I don't know. Now, every time I'm here, I have the same conclusion. I have lived my whole life, 70, almost 77 years. I have never owned a Honda car, never owned a Honda motorcycle or a lawnmower or electric shaver or whatever. But I know it's on my bucket list. I just have to figure out which one I want. Even now, after going through this collection, my head was spinning on the way home thinking, we need a restoration project for next year, and I need to have a Honda. And I'm sure Karen is going to at least meet me halfway on this.
Because the manufacturers are doing this, and Craig's not experience. Basically like this, right? And eventually you're going to have it, so what is this? 76. That's going to be very good manufacturing because it's a boot. People buying this crap in the car, right? With Craig Better, I did put, I was all right. There's a nice book about industrial design in the United States, which I'm in, and they want me with Craig Better under the entrepreneur section. So I thought, wow, this is so cool. So, anyway, that's what I got a lot of. Oh, really?
Yeah, just retired with me.
No kidding. How many years? Really? So you want to quit? Huh?
Thought the federal government period.
And as I'm taking pictures, I'm making little notations in my mind. Since this bike never really, for all purposes, has been driven, there aren't even scratches on the disc rotor. There are no exhaust drools or inside the pipes. It's not all gummy and greasy. And the paint has never seen a single raindrop. So that's really pretty cool. Now, for this bike to be in this condition, of course, with 1 mile on it, it's not a restored bike. This is the way it came from Honda. And I'm looking at every single piece of this, and it is really, really, well, all Honda stuff is super quality workmanship, but this was exceptional. I can imagine back in the day going to the showroom and seeing this bike and how much you would want to have one. Holy mackerel.
With this collection, I wouldn't even dream.
So what do you think? Is it better than the website? Probably, right? I don't know.
Well, the website only has the
Yeah,
still pictures.
yeah.
This is like real life.
What do you think when? No.
And yours had black wheels, you said?
Yep.
Yours had black wheels. Okay. Let me see. That's Photoshop, by the way.
This is a picture of a snapshot, so it ain't.
Should be circling the building now every day.
You want to come back?
I come back in.
Yeah, I'm not there anymore. I'm helping out Eric and my work.
You've forgotten more about numbers than I'll ever know, so that's the one thing.
Now I remember like it was yesterday when the CBX first came out. Every time you'd see one on the street, and it was such an unusual bike and so cool with the six exhaust pipes. Everybody would stop and look at these. Oh my God, they were a showstopper. And you know what? What's funny? They have stood the test of time, and they're still a really hot collector bike. And I know in England they're a super hot collector bike, and they just never go out of style. It's the classic beauty. Looking at that engine, there's no frame rails in front of it, and it is one of the sweetest sounds in motorcycling. We're going to go listen to the NR oval piston bike run.
Yeah.
What a visit. Thank you so much.
All that blasting they do, all the soda and sand.
Yeah.
I hate to keep this thing covered with plastic, but if I
Can't you get a
forget-
chamois?
If I forget to close that door in there and close this door,
Oh,
car, everything's covered with that white film.
yeah.
And nobody noticed my spray. Right here.
Oh yeah, it's free.
Cover it up. Don't get it dusty.
That's right. Okay.
So there's only somewhere between 200 and 300 of these in the world.
Yeah.
It's covered.
And how many cylinders are there?
42,000.
There's 4 oval cylinders.
It's eight connected rods.
8 connecting rods?
You know, you use underwear pants.
Michelle, would you like to listen to that as you went to bed at night? Have that exhaust out the window. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at that carbon fiber work. Oh, don't get a fingerprint on it. What's that? Oh my God.
Jose, in the trunk.
It's amazing how good the bike is.
And now all we got to do is get home on a 96-degree day. Is it hot? Now on my ride home, and I had about a 60-mile ride in 90-plus degree heat. It was not a pleasant ride home, that's for sure. But the things that were going through my mind is just how much passion you need to assemble a collection like this of your favorite motorcycle. This is a very unique thing in all the world, and I don't know who else has anything at this level. This is by far the nicest collection of bikes I've ever seen in my lifetime. Now maybe there are other people with, you know, bigger collections, but this one is unique because to me, every bike in this collection is something I'd like to have. These are not, you know, oddball things. These are things you can get out on the street and ride, and especially that oval piston bike. That is really, and this 1 mile, that's unbelievable. And thank you so much to Andre for being generous with his time, giving us the full tour. This is, of course, a private collection. It's not really open to the public, and I get to share it on YouTube with you. If you've not been there in person, this, of course, is the second best thing. There's a lot of motorcyclists that don't even know about the NR oval piston Hondas, or they haven't seen the MotoGP copies that he has there. And everything is laid out so beautifully. It's really a very special place. And again, Andre, thank you very much. Now, we have spent a lot of time on our channel making playlists and sorting out various topics: world travel, the trains, the model airplanes, and some of the painting and polishing videos into groups, so it would be easier for you to access them. Check out the playlists on our channel. And of course, I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. Thanks for taking a second and hitting the like button. And of course, thank you so much for watching.